Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Matt from Maui Astrophotography, and in today's video I wanted to give you the 4 things that you're going to need to get into astrophotography. Let's check it out. I do get tons of questions asking how I get started in astrophotography and what equipment do I need. So this will be a pretty general overview. Unfortunately, I will not be able to get into the details of everything in this video, but the first thing that you're gonna need is a camera. I shoot with a full frame Sony camera. You may shoot with a different camera body, you may use a different brand. That's okay. The most important thing that you get with your camera is that you're able to shoot in full manual mode, meaning that you control all of the settings on the camera. Another really important thing to be able to shoot in camera raw file formats. I always shoot in camera raw, and for those of you who don't know, camera raw just means essentially it's a larger file that's going to allow you to pull more data out of your file versus the JPEG. It's a smaller file and it's a little bit harder to extract the data once you're in post-production. The next thing that you're going to need is a wide angle lens like this one. You can shoot anywhere from 10 millimeters all the way up to about 35 millimeters. The reason why you want a wide angle lens is because you're most likely going to want to include some of the landscape, like you can see in the image behind me. I'm getting some of the trees as well as some of the foliage underneath it, as well as the sky above it, and including the Milky Way. So you want to make sure to have a wide playing field of view versus a more narrow point of view with the telephoto lens. Another reason you really want to use a wide angle lens is it's more forgiving with the night stars. So if something's not perfectly in focus, it's okay because your scene is so wide, you will not see any of the stars that could be out of focus. It's more forgiving that way. Another really important thing that you're going to need is a lens that has a pretty wide open f-stop, meaning f1.2, f1.4, all the way up to about 2.8. It is essential to have a lens that can shoot faster than f2.8. So the next thing that you're going to need is a tripod. So I highly recommend purchasing a tripod that is more sturdy, and it might be a little bit more heavy, but I will forewarn those. If you have a flimsy tripod that's not able to hold the weight of the camera and the lens, you could risk it tipping over, breaking your camera gear. Another suggestion that I have for a tripod is a really good ball head mount. I recommend one that can move sideways, left to right, as well as one that smoothly moves up and down. This will help ensure that you get the proper composition that you need for your shot. And the fourth thing that you're going to need is a good headlamp. This is absolutely essential when you're walking in the dark to make sure that you are not tripping over things or that you can see objects or other obstacles on the path ahead. If possible, if you can find a lamp that has red lights. The red is very easy for your eyes to adjust compared to the bright white lights, so make sure to find a headlamp that has a red light if you can. So I hope this information has been helpful. I understand it was a bit of a quick video, but I do get a lot of messages asking what 4 or 5 pieces of equipment that you need to really get started. You need a good camera, you need a tripod, a lens, and of course, a headlamp. Stay tuned for more awesome videos. Thank you guys so much for the love. We'll see you next time. Aloha.